Hello, and welcome to Fractured, Season 2, Episode 2. Ask Otter had the great idea of deciding that we would record an intro as we were doing stuff with Dawn, because shenanigans generally happen when we're doing stuff with Dawn. And shenanigans definitely happened. What I forgot to take into account was that when shenanigans happen, I get distracted. So I forgot to record an intro. And then I forgot that I had forgotten to record an intro. So now I'm speaking to you from much farther in the future than I intended to introduce the video. Anyways, yeah, you've seen the thumbnail. You know what's happening. But first, some stuff from the past. And let's get to it. Thank you, Future Otter. Or at least I assume Future Otter has given us some sort of introduction to the episode. I don't know yet how I want to introduce it, so I'm making it Future Otter's problem. Future Otter, I'm sure, is very happy with this decision. Anyway, yeah, so in order to explain what's going on, I need to go backwards just a little bit. It'll be quick. So first, here is the card for what I gave to people for the first game that we started the season off with. This is the game where people collected stuff and brought it for the seed bank so that everybody would have access to all the saplings and crops and stuff that they wanted. And I promised a small reward for the first person to bring me the necessary items from each sort of category. So the first person to bring me spruce, the first person to bring me dark oak, etc., that kind of thing. And that prize is going to be 16 iron. It's not a huge prize, but I mean, there are a lot of categories, so it's a lot of work. The second game that we set up was bingo, and here's the card that I gave people for that. I also promised prizes for the first person to complete a row, the first person to complete a column, the first person to complete a diagonal, and then a bigger prize for the first person to complete the X, and an even bigger prize for the first person to create the blackout. The rules don't really matter very much. It's just a little thing so that people had some fun and they had stuff to work towards on day one. And even if you're not the first to complete one of those categories, you can still get a prize for that category. It's just smaller than the prize that I give to the first person to complete it. So I have a bunch more prizes to give out because a lot of people have ended up completing rows and columns. And I think we've got 3 blackouts now. So yeah, I need a lot of materials. So the first thing that we need to do is bring some villagers who have kindly offered to relocate to this little space. They think it's very cozy, or at least I'm sure they will when they have an opportunity to see it. But they're definitely volunteers. They are not being abducted. So down there is the other stuff. Here's my portal currently. I'm going to move it down there fairly soon because we are going to do something different here. Okay, you can barely see me way off in the distance there with free cam. This is our mountain. What I want to do is build an iron farm up here. So, having a portal there wouldn't work very well with having the iron farm there. Also, I've got a lot of work to do to clear off the top of the mountain, but I'm not going to make you sit through that. After I'm done all the digging and clearing and stuff, it will probably be back to wherever you are in the timeline, because Dawn is on her way over, and that means that shenanigans are likely to ensue, which is probably going to make for a good opportunity for a ridiculous intro, because, I mean, I got to start these videos with something silly, right? Not for any, actual YouTube reason. Just because I am silly, and I like to have silly things in my videos. So, yeah. Hello!
Hello, fine miss. Do you like profit? I mean, plushies?
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 Yes!
Well, I'm glad and proud to announce that the Dawn's Plushie Emporium is now open!
Woo!
And yes, they all fit neatly and cleanly upon your head.
This is so amazing.
Would you like to see where the shop is located so that if you would like to come at another time, you can see it?
Yes, indeed.
All right, we're going 1,000 blocks in this direction. Let's go!
Woo!
You're just quite literally the definition of the song "Walking on Sunshine."
Yeah, I'm not quite so sure that I qualify for that, but thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, shoot. Oh, so we're going to get phantoms, just so you know. I'm going to land. Do you have a bed with you?
I do not.
Village. There we go. Why? Wait, skeleton. Wait, no, skeleton, no! No, you're hurting my gas! No, my gas! No, Ferb! Ferb, no! No! Ferb!
Oh,
Ferb!
no!
Ferb! Ferb! Ferb!
Where is this jerk? I will avenge Ferb. May the bones of your enemies offer you some solace.
Thank you. Elder staff. Well, I guess I know who I'm visiting next, but Ferb was my business partner. Well, I can't do the whole pitch without Ferb.
Would you like to borrow my friend? So you can do the proper pitch?
I'd appreciate that, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was thinking that after I've had a chance to, finish some of the things that I already owe people stuff for, I think I should build a Happy Ghast sanctuary at that village. Make
Ooh,
the
you
whole
should.
place safe and make it like a little paradise for Happy Ghasts.
Oh my goodness, yes! Oh, that mountain has a hole in it.
It does. That's exciting.
That's a pretty big hole. Although, you could say the movie does bring you to tears. It's really good at, like, directing your emotions. Even if something not, like, sad's happening, it's just the way they work their music into the plot, and the fact that the songs are good drives the emotion so well. Why, hello there!
Hello. Would you like me to join?
You can if you'd like, but let me first give you this wonderful sales pitch! Do you like
no.
plushies?
Yeah?
Oh no, we're going up, up, it's our moment to escape!
Well, he is golden.
It just adds an extra layer of timing.
Here comes Irio.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy enough. Alright, just over this hill is the beautiful town of the Oasis. Alright, so this is the shop.
Oh my gosh, I love this. You're getting really good with like custom models. I love this.
After a fair bit of tinkering, this is what I've come up with for the decorations for the iron farm. The building is based off of the Château de Chaumont, which is not actually a castle. It's a nice building, though, in France. I'm basing it off of images and video and stuff that I found from Escape to Rural France. I'll include the link to their channel. And yeah, I'm doing the ruined version. It is no longer ruined. It's still not all the way back to what it should be, but it's come a long ways. But I specifically want a ruined building. We're going for inspired by, not perfectly faithful recreation, okay? Fine. It's fine. So I put in all sorts of effort last night to get that pillager into the farm. I forgot one step. Just one little step, and it's not super important. And on a entirely unrelated topic, I'm coming here to buy name tags now. After an hour of running the farm, this is how much iron we got. I owe people so many rewards still for the bingo and the seed bank that, yeah, I'm going to need a lot of iron to get the emeralds I need for, some of the tools and stuff. So, yeah, lots of AFKing in my future. So I think a reasonable question is, what is the story that I'm trying to tell here? If I'm so interested in environmental storytelling and that's my focus for the season and not the base, then why do I have a thing here? Well, I am planning on building roads everywhere, right? And I want there to be a reason for the road coming up to my base to come up there. The base itself is going to be kind of out of view. And yeah, I want a decent road to it, but I also want the road to make sense. And if you're coming from, spawn is kind of over that direction, since that's probably the road that's going to be coming in, I want it to be that when you're coming up, you keep getting glimpses of this ruined place atop the hill. And yes, it's ruined, but, back before it was ruined, it was obviously pretty darn grand. So this would have been a destination, right? So that's why there's a road. There was this really important place there that was important until it was no longer important and was abandoned. I have been very busy. Yeah, you've probably already seen a bunch of this happening. There's like a bunch of villagers, and I've been using them to get all of the magic books or enchanted books and stuff, and all the tools and a bunch of levels. So I think the rest of this can all happen between episodes. It's not very exciting watching someone run around and trade with villagers and enchant some items and stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to make you sit through it. Anyways, while you're waiting for the next episode to come out, I would love to hear from all of you about what we should be tackling this season. Obviously, I have some plans already. I want to do a bunch of paths and a bunch of stuff in between sort of various places that are interesting and all that. Like, that's great. I want to do all that. But I also want to do more. And I'm curious if anybody has any suggestions on interesting opportunities for storytelling, something that I might not have thought of. So, yeah, I mean, if I could give you an example, then I would have thought of it. And that would make it something that I have thought of. You can see my problem here, but like, I don't know if there's something that you think would be a build that would lead to interesting environmental storytelling. I would really love to hear that. First netherite ingot. And first piece of netherite gear. And it's not even going to be mine. Now, you might be thinking I'm a little crazy for giving Dawn a piece of netherite gear just kind of randomly. But the thing is, we have a plan. We need to build that ghast sanctuary. And there's a pretty good chance that what we're going to end up doing with it is going to involve a lot of like leaves and stuff. So it's going to make life easier for both of us if we have really good silk touch hose. So there we go. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed watching the process of building this place. I'm pretty happy with it. Anyways, as always, if you liked the episode, please remember to hit like and, maybe subscribe and stuff like that. If you have any comments or questions, drop them down in the comment section below. And, whatever other YouTube stuff I'm supposed to be doing as a proper YouTuber who is definitely very professional. Until next time, I hope you remember you are loved just as you are. Just like Mr. Rogers said all those years ago, it's still true. Just because he's gone and years have passed, it hasn't changed. Bye.